Bonjour. Français 4, le conditionnel passé. So we are going to learn another compound tense called the conditionnel passé. The conditional passé is used to describe what would have happened in certain circumstances. So we often use these as part of if sentences. If a certain thing had been the case, then I would have done this, right? If I had the time, I would have gone somewhere, for example. The conditional passé has two parts, and I bet if you think really hard, you can figure out what the two parts are, because this is very similar to what we have discussed with the plus que parfait and the futur antérieur. The conditional passé has two parts. The first part is the helping verb, and the helping verb is going to be in the conditionnel. And the second part is the past participle. Remember that the past participle is the same past participle that you have been using since you very first learned the passé composé. Your past participles have not changed at all. The only difference is your helping verb. So in all of our compound tenses, the only difference is which form your helping verb is in. So the formation of the conditional passé follows the same rules as the formation of the passé composé, just like all of our composite tenses do. The only difference is that the helping verb is conjugated in the conditionnel. So as a review, remember that for the passé composé, your helping verb is conjugated in the présent de l'indicatif. Okay? That is the very first present tense you ever learned. In the plus que parfait, remember the plus que parfait is something that happened before, right? The passé composé. Then your helping verb is conjugated in the imparfait. And if you are using the futur antérieur, something will have happened, then your helping verb is conjugated in the futur simple. And then with the conditionnel passé, something that would have happened, your helping verb is conjugated in the conditionnel, and that's what we are working on now. So let's do some examples. I would have seen. J'aurais vu. All right. So seen is the past participle, vu. Would have is the conditionnel. Okay, so you're taking the verb to have and you're putting it in the conditionnel to say that something would have happened. You would have had fun. Tu te serais amusé. Okay, so to have fun, remember, is s'amuser. And so that's where this te comes from. And then you would have, so all predominant verbs, all verbs that have this se, use être in all of the composite tenses. So you have to have the conditionnel of être and then your past participle amuser. This .e here, this is really important. This is how the French are indicating that something may be masculine or feminine. So it is used in non-binary situations or in situations like this where you are not sure whether you are talking to a girl or a guy. Okay, so again, remember you only do this if the helping verb is être, but here, because it's a random example, if I were talking to a guy, I would not add that E. If I were talking to a girl, I would. And the way I indicate that is by doing .e. We would have read. Nous aurions lu. So again, avoir is my helping verb. So I'm putting that in the conditionnel. And then lu is the past participle of to read. The girls would have gone. Les filles seraient allées. Aller is conjugated with être in our composite tenses. So I'm using être here in the conditionnel. And here I add the es. I don't need the dot like I do up here because I know it's les filles, which means it has to be feminine and plural. There are some practice activities if you choose to take advantage of them. A bientôt.